Hi guys, we are going to be doing my February TBR. So for this video, I'm doing a little mix of a couple of things. Firstly, I do have a little mini TBR jar. This was like a bunch of things left over from last year because I did occasionally do months where I picked out like random things, and these are a bit of a mix. So sometimes they'll have like little things on it, but then also on the back there is a number correspondent. So some of these will have like the word like read the number corresponding to the one on the back. So I have the choice of if I don't have a book that fits the prompt, then I have to look at the number that's on the back of the little slip and read the book that corresponds with that number on my Goodreads TBR. Now, sometimes I may not have that book, so I'll have to go to them. So there is literally a bunch of prompts around. But there are also a few things that I do want to try and do. So last month I wasn't able to complete the buzzword TBR, buzzword prompt, which was there, and there. I couldn't find anything that I could read, unfortunately. But this month's buzzword is positive words, and I do have a few books that correspond with that. It is also Black History Month, so there are a few things that I would like to maybe try and get on my TBR. There are 3 books in particular, because they are rollovers from last year. I still have not read them. One is The Divided, one is The Saviour's Champion, and the other one is Straight On Till Morning. So there is like obviously a small stack to those books included. And I also have included You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, because I was meant to read this last year, did not. I have this, which I'm borrowing from my sister, Let's Not Talk About Love. I do apologise. If I do say Let's Not Talk About Love, I meant Let's Talk About Love. Sorry, I kept thinking it was Let's Not Talk About Love, because I was probably thinking it was on love. This is also for Black History. These two are both for Black History Month. This also could count as towards Valentine's. I also have book lovers. I've got the audiobook of this as well. I would like to maybe complete this for New Year's, Valentine's sort of thing, but we will see. I also have City of Circles. And before you ask, no, these are not things that I've not started reading it. This is just for me to maybe help me manage like how many chapters I read, because I think there was, how many chapters were there? So there's 10 chapters in this, and some of them are quite short, so I figured maybe I could read this in a week. Obviously I'd hope to read this quicker than a week, but sometimes I'm not able to pick up books as easily because of my work, but we shall see about this. There are also a few other books, mainly on my Kindle, that I would also like to get out. I think I want to try and finish the VRC series, the Vampire Remote Crime series. I've got 2 more books for that. I would also like to read The Witch's Heart, because that was actually published. What was it? Oh, damn. Completely forgot, sorry. But its date corresponds with something else. I would go and double check here, but I don't want to. But essentially, its date corresponds with a special date, and I want to read it on that day. I do have an audiobook of this. I am also just waiting for it to be at the library, but I do have a backup just in case. Just because sometimes what I find doesn't always work, so I like doing the actual original audiobook. But we shall see. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 books to maybe try and fit on this list. What I'm going to do is pick 6 prompts from this, find books that fit, and then try and pick maybe 4 other books to read. But we shall see. So let's get on with this. I'm just gonna give this a quick shake, even though I have technically already done that. But let's see what we get. Okay, so the number it corresponds with is 62, but the actual thing is horror. Can this count as horror? Actually, also, does the Vibey count as horror? I don't know. Do these count as horror? I can't check because of my phone. But okay, what we'll do, we'll stick these both on. I think this is horror related, but I will double check. Actually, no, this does have horror elements in it, but I don't think it's like completely horror. And I know this one deals with a double set timeline, one dealing with one set at the old asylum, and she gets maybe dragged into these experiments by these demon worshippers, and then we follow another timeline in the present day with Amy, who has reunited with her estranged sister, and they're in this hotel. Things do not go as planned, and there are forces back. It will probably be this one, but I will double check all that before the end of this video. Okay, so we have one. I am also going to write these prompts down before I forget which prompts I have pulled. So our first prompt was horror, and its corresponding number was 62. I like putting the numbers down as well, just in case, but yeah. So we got one. Technically this can also count towards favourite, another thing which includes a favourite author, because I do like her books. Okay. So I've got 25, and its thing is an ebook. That's good. I can include one of the many ebooks. Yeah, these are vague, I don't really care. But I can include any one of the ebooks that I would like to read. Possibly The Saviour's Sister, because I do desperately need to read that, because I kept saying I was going to read it, but never did. So, yes. So we had an ebook prompt, and that was 25. Okie doke. On to prompt number 3. Why am I looking? I don't want to look. Okay, what's this one? Okay, so we've actually got 27, and it says number. So let me get my laptop, because I'm gonna need to look up what book is on at number 25. So we have 27. Okay, I might actually be able to see if I can do this. But I have Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. It's part of the Sun and Snow series. So let's put that down, because the book that's below it, which I can also do, is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, if I can't do Carry On. But I will put it down, because it counts. So, did you know she's actually coming out with a new book this year? I didn't, until literally a couple of days ago. On to the next prompt. In fact, I still have all the books still on this list. Okie doke. So what we got next? Ooh. So we've got number 17, and the prompt is wheel. Okay. But what I'll do for you is spin the wheel of maybe these 4 books. I also want to actually put some ebooks on here, so we'll see, because The Witch's Heart is going to remain on this TBR, regardless of how I feel. Actually, I want to put Dream, Die and Repeat, because that is a book I've been saying I have to read. I have not. We'll put the Saviour's Sister on here as well. And because I do want to read one of the other books that I need to read for a different reason, let's do a fantasy, because I haven't got I haven't got many fantasies on here. So because there's also romance, let's put Forbidden Fae on here. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's spin this wheel and see what we get. Okay, I've got the Saviour's Sister, so I have to read it now this year. So what number was this again? That's the ebook one. Oh Jesus, everything's going everywhere. That means I can pick another book for the ebook. So that's actually quite helpful. If I can find the prompt. Where has it gone? Where has it gone? Where has it gone? Oh, you know what? I'll do it later. But essentially, it was wheel, whatever number it is, and we got the Saviour's Sister. Okay, no. Moving on, because we've still got 2 more prompts, and we're already at 60 seconds because I've had to do the figuring out. So okay, let's remove the Saviour's Sister just in case I get another wheel one. Okay, not looking, we're not looking. Okay. Okay, so I've got the number 22. Yeah, now you can. And the word, sorry, I don't know why I switched it up twice, is series. That's good, because I got a few series that I actually need to read anyway. So the book I can actually pick for that, just because I do have a series I need to complete. I'm actually going to pick a series of unfortunate events, the Al-Azhar Elevator, because I was meant to read that last month and I unfortunately didn't. I was going to read that last month because I managed to get it from my library, but yeah, unfortunately I did not have time. I have no idea how you actually spell it, but it's essentially the elevator one, because then I can continue my reading of that. Okie doke, so we're on to our final prompt, and whatever books I end up getting, I have to read. One of them being The Witch's Heart, and whatever book I have left. Okay, just messing around again. Let's try this one. Okay, so we've got the number 31. Can you see that? No, you can. And I think it says not on Goodreads. So I have to read a book that's not on my... That's what GR stands for, by the way, Goodreads. I have to pick a book that's not on my Goodreads TBR. So let's just quickly go to my Goodreads TBR. Bear in mind there's 262 books. I do still have these to go off, but I think a few of these are. Oh, just got a helicopter landing, so while that's going, I'm going to quickly check all these. Okay, so both of these are not on my Goodreads TBR. I know for a fact this isn't on my Goodreads TBR, but I think Straight On to Morning is, so let's just double check that. So unfortunately I cannot include this with this prompt, but I can include these 3. So part of me is leaning more towards this because this is my sister's book and I do need to give it back to her at some point. And also Black History Month and romance. I mean, who's to say I won't pick up something else as well, because this is only 8 books. So we're going to go for essentially this for not on my Goodreads. Okay, so while I'm also here, I am also going to double check on these. So the Divided Okay, so someone has described this as being part of the gothic horror genre, so we are going to include this one for the horror, for the first prompt. So we've got the... And since I was able to get the Saviour's Champion on this list anyway, what I'm going to do, just because I do have 2 specific ebooks I would like to maybe read, that being Forbidden Fae and Dream Down Repeat. I'm going to quickly spin for that one, just so then I can fill in the ebook prompts. Okay, so we've got Dream, Die and Repeat for that one. Actually, given the fact this is also meant to be the month of love, I haven't got that many romance-related books. But yeah. But I do also have one book prompt. Well, not book prompt. I just have one book space left. Because if we're going via the first 6 prompts, I have first prompt, which was horror. We're reading The Divided. For the second prompt, I got ebook, and I'm going to be reading Dream, Die and Repeat. For the third prompt, I've got Carry On, so I just need to find a variation for that. For the fourth prompt, I got Wheel, and we spun the Saviour's Sister, which is, again, was on my TBR anyway. Then I got Series for the fifth prompt, and I picked a series of unfortunate events, the Alcala Hotel. Then I had prompt 6, which was not on my Goodreads TBR, and I picked Let's Not Talk About Love. So, I would have 2 physical books, 2 ebooks, and possibly 3 audiobooks, depending on how I decide to read Carry On. So, that also means I do have a spare opening, and I could do book lovers, or I could do straight on till morning, because again, this is a rollover for a couple of them. But I'm leaning more towards this just because it is Valentine's month. So I think I'm going to do this. Okay. Also, just completely forgot, in terms of the buzzword for this month, it is positive words. I can include either one of these, as I do have lovers as well as book, because book is positive in my opinion. And I also have Let's Talk About Love, so I have 2 books with the word love in it, which is a positive word. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. And then if I do, I'm saying if I have time, I will read this because of also Black History Month. Okay, so this is my physical TBR. This is my ebook / audiobook TBR, and depending on what I decide to do with this, that will be either physical, ebook, or audio. Okay, time to cut the video because we are like at 27 minutes, and I know there's going to be some edits for this, so I need to get on that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.